Okay, I see there's already people piling in like crazy, which is excellent. Welcome, everyone. I know I'm very late with starting out here. I just got in the door, okay? So, literally fired this thing up really, really fast, and we're moving. Um, I know I still have to fix the thumbnail up and a few other things there. Um, Thanks, Arizona Snowman. Thank you for showing up, helping out. Great stuff. Tom, glad you're here. Um, uh, is it Andre King or Andrea King? I'm not sure. Either or, welcome. Hi, Kim. Welcome to you as well. Uh, Rob, if you need to go to bed, man, go. We can handle this without you. It's going to be running pretty late here, and I am running late, so um, it's pretty awesome though. Wait, what? AZ was first, and my fingers are. Oh, Brooke, welcome as well. Yes, the second one was correct. Uh, and Andrea. Okay, if I said that correct, the second one I think is what I said. Andrea. I hope that's right. Okay. Um, so, anyway, guys and gals, because I did just get in, I do have to do a couple of things. Yes, Rob, I want to check the email. Um, I tried to give you a quick response on the way back, but of course, Murphy's Law stepped in, and I had no problem receiving email on my phone, but apparently it didn't love me and didn't want to send out, um, anything. So, yeah, Arizona Snowman's pretty good at that, so he'll be doing the modding duties. No worries. Um, but anyway, guys, because I'm running so late here, I have to take a few minutes to get myself somewhat organized. So at least the stream is running. Just chat amongst yourselves for the time being. And I will be back in a few minutes. I have to do a few things as well as check the emails and so on and so forth. So I'm not trying to be rude, but welcome everyone. I'm DrFox2000, your host, who is very late because of work, and he will be back. So I'll probably be 5 or 10 minutes by the time I get all my ducks lined up, if you know what I'm saying. Yep, back in a few minutes, guys. Thank you, and thanks for showing up. I really appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to yak for a bit there. I see something went wrong with my stuff here for a second, but it's okay. As I was trying to load up the frames, um, it's always like that when you're tired. You know, you're going, "Oh my God, I'm in such a hurry." But anyway, I will say welcome to all of those who have joined in the stream here. I'm DrFox2000, and I'm an amateur geologist as well as a prospector. I like going digging for gold and stuff like that. And we have some very good people in the channel here. RLC, or Rob, he's a really smart cookie. If you have questions, you can probably direct them to him. Arizona Snowman is going to be on guard, but not overdoing it. And let's see. No, we're all good, and we've got some of our good regulars in here. Daryl, welcome. Sorry we didn't get your didn't have audio on right away, but anyway, I had to work late, so I'm ill prepared. Right? So I'm working on getting things set up, though, guys. So bear with me, because I do have some stuff from myself as well as some stuff from RLC, all of which is really cool. Actually, my stuff will kind of augment what RLC had yesterday as far as the development of volcanoes and so on. We'll get a little bit more in depth, if you will, and note that pun in there, in depth. Okay. All right, back to what I was doing. So I just got to keep plugging away here. If I remember what I was actually doing. Okay. So yes, guys, I did have a very long day. I had to go on a call. I got a call at about 2 o'clock this afternoon, and of course it's 120 miles away, or 200 kilometers, over 200 kilometers. So that's why I was late getting here. The other guy couldn't go there because he had some childcare issues. So I was nominated. Oh, lots of fun. Hot dogs and Alexa. Hey, what's going on there? Anyway, I'm working on stuff here, guys. Okay, almost forgot where the heck I was. And some really cool pictures that you sent here, Rob, RLC. I like it. Okay, so I'll do that one. Yeah, and I know this may sound a little funny, but I like that picture of the backside of Bob. Don't take that the wrong way, okay, guys? Hey, easy on the hot dogs, man. Yeah. Oh, you all lost your minds in the other room. Well, I hope you find them again, because I don't want to be stepping on them when I'm going out there looking for the bunnies and stuff. Oh, anyway. Okay, back to what I was doing. Concentrate. Don't get sidetracked. Oh, fun. It is all fun, guys. And this is a love and adventure, if you will. Oh, cool. Hey, I didn't know it would do that. Okay, let me see if it'll allow me to stretch it. Oh yeah, that still works. All right, so that's working. I'm liking that. RLC, you outdone yourself here with this one, or they may not be yours, or I don't know, but it's the one with the purple flow in it. It looks really really cool. But we'll get to that in a few minutes, guys. We'll keep it as a surprise, and the other one is kind of interesting too, and I'm hoping we're all good with not having any major issues with copyrights on these pictures. But okay. All right, we're gonna get rid of that guy, get rid of this guy for a minute. We'll get rid of that guy, this guy. Okay, straighten him out, slide that down. Okay. Anyway, so I've got that in 12. I got to remember that now. And I forgot where my volcano is. 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, who shuffled these? What the heck? Okay. I gotta fix some things up here, so. Okay. And, okay, great stuff, Rob. I'm glad to hear that. Just just wanted to make sure that we're not treading on somebody's toes, because I don't want to do that. So, but I do have to. Let's see what I can do here. Get myself realigned here with the world. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. I'm a getting her set up here. And I hope everyone had a wonderful day. My day was just hectically busy. But I did survive. That, you know, going out of town 120 miles or 200 kilometers or a little bit more is kind of a long trip. And then on top of that, you find a few road closures. It's like extra surprises you weren't anticipating. So, all right, we'll give you the front view here of the sparkly stuff. Okay, so that's working all right. Okay. Last night was pretty epic, yes. The Reykjanes Peninsula was shaken by one quake of a magnitude 4.1, one quake of 3.2, and 3 quakes between 2 and 3. There were also 92 quakes below magnitude 2, which people don't normally feel. I do have a question though. Are there any inhabitants out on the peninsula, or is it pretty quiet that way? Just wondering if, you know, somebody there's got the old chicken in the bag and it's shake and bake time or what. Just curious. But that's pretty awesome. And let's see. We'll throw something out at you here if I can find things. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. There. No, I don't really want that one either. Yes, that poor farmer. Oh, well, you know, you can always change the crop you're farming, right? So if that's his land and he's got lava floating by there, I mean, hey, you know, it's on his land. He can, it's his soil. So I guess he could do what he needs to. I don't know what the laws are there, but that would be pretty awesome. Okay, so anyway, I see a few more people joined in here, guys. Appreciate you joining in. And I know it's a rather late start for what I usually do. Usually I'm starting at 5 p.m. rather than 6:40 or 6:45 or whatever I started here. 26 minutes ago anyway. Let's see. Okay, I'm all confused. I'm DrFox2000. I'm your host. And we're going to watch some neat volcano stuff. So right now we're looking at the front side. From left to right, we have Hell, then Sif, and then we've got Nar and Rag. And those ones seem to be showing the most activity today from what I've seen. I did have earlier day's video lined up somewhere. At once upon a time, I know I had it. I'll find it though. Oh, I might have to load that yet. Okay, we'll turn that off so you guys don't get to peek at that, and I will load that latest video from today, from earlier, and I guess I have to go to the desktop and find it, and it would be the last capture. There we go, number 20, and get my layout all stretched out for it. And then this is basically what our scene looked like at about 12:30 Iceland time. That's 12:30 p.m. or just afternoon Iceland time today. So in that particular picture, you can see Bob is just smoking away. Hard to see Bob Jr. because he's right underneath the smoke plume. Also a little bit hard to see, but Rag and Nar are in there. Rag is actually shooting up a little bit there. You can see a little bit of the fire. And then further over towards the left side, we have a Sif and Hell. And both of those seem to be throwing out some good stuff. So it's interesting what's happening there. And you notice in the foreground how much higher that level has. And I had pointed out that big rock that's sitting there, and it's moved again. It's come closer to us. So plus the little hole in the valley is basically gone. So it's looking pretty scary. Anyway, we'll throw the front side back on here, and I'm going to actually get myself a drink. I will be right back. And by the way, just so you know, I have Crohn's disease, so I cannot drink alcohol. I only drink Pepsi and coffee and things like that. So, gonna go get a Pepsi. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back here, and yeah, looking at the backside, we just flipped the screen over a little bit, um, and it's looking pretty good. Uh, Ela, welcome from Saudi Arabia. That's a long ways. Thanks for stopping in, and welcome to the Icelandic volcano eruption day 33 stream. I am DrFox2000, your host. Um, I am an amateur geologist as well as a prospector. But I just enjoy volcanoes. That's why I stream them. Never been to Saudi Arabia, but it's on my bucket list. I want to go there. And I do have a question for you though. How's the locusts doing? They've died out now, I'm assuming, after they ate everything. I hope that's not a sensitive question, but it is. They did have a fairly big infestation of locusts there in Saudi Arabia, and that caused some issues for some areas. I'm not sure if all areas were affected, but some were. Anyway, let's see. Okay, Rob says the Reich, Reykjanes Peninsula included the airport. Oh, and the capital city of Iceland isn't a big area. Okay, but earthquakes were very localized to the northeast of town of Grandavik, I guess is how it's pronounced. So, okay, very interesting. Um, that is kind of neat information. Anyway, I was just trying to find my volcanoes, the the right things here. Let's see. Got too many things turned on in too many places, and you can't easily find anything. No, not the one I want. Not the one I want. That one will keep up in there. Okay, that's good. Still setting things up here, guys. Sorry. Okay, so where's my other folder here? All right. Okay, so the other day or yesterday we were looking at a few things there, like the coastline and things like that. And we did have the old satellite shot, which was pretty cool, from what we were looking at as to how the flow was. So I'm actually, we'll get into this a little bit. We'll show that one first. And while that is cooking for you, I am going to locate some other stuff. It should not be too hard to find if I've left it in the right place. Okay. So yesterday we were looking at the earthquake swarms and stuff like that on the peninsula, and I believe it was one of these pictures that we had here. I can't remember the dates on them, but they kind of depicted what was going on as far as the number of earthquakes. Oh, there's that one I was looking for. This is okay. This is the one I was actually going to bring up right away. What we were looking at yesterday, of course, was we'll get this pushed live. So we were looking at basically the how the interaction is there with the mid-Atlantic ridge, and where it comes in contact with Iceland and how it flows through, and where the lava is coming from underneath, which is, you know, in a huge magma chamber, if you will. So that to me looked pretty awesome, and I thought, well, let's see what else we can find on that. And I do believe, okay, that's the plume, ocean spreading. Let's turn that on. Okay, that's there. Need to turn the other ones off. I'm trying to line this up for you guys. And again, I would have had all this done if I would have been home on time. It always happens that way. Okay. We'll get rid of these. And I really was hoping that I wouldn't have to work late, but anyway, as we're looking at this, I numbered the files for you. Yes, you did, and that's what I was looking for, was because you went 13, 14, and so on from the other ones, and I was trying to locate that point. But I'll get to that right away, Rob. But I just wanted to throw something out here. So when you're looking at the map on the right hand side there of how the Atlantic ridge is actually working, and we see the plume that sits underneath. Just to kind of put a little bit more perspective to it, how the mechanics of this actually work. Since we are actually on the lithosphere, as they call it, or the floating carpet of rock, if you will. So the lithosphere, here I'll push the next one through, and then you can probably follow along a little better with what I'm saying. On this guy, so when you're looking at it, this is basically our Earth the way it's put together, right? So we're on that thin crust that's on top, and if you look right in the middle, and if my whiteboard is working, I probably have to remove it and paste it again. Remove or copy. Yeah, we'll get it going here. Anyway, the problem that, which really isn't a problem, but the looking at it the way things are. Why is this not working? My God. Okay. Let's see if it'll work now. Still not. Ha! I had it working before, and now it's not working. Darn thing. Probably have to remove it altogether. And then try again. Nope. Anyway, okay, so instead of me trying to get it going, I'm going to just say here, if you look dead center of that picture and you see where it's pushing the arrow straight up, and then you have the flow both to left side and right side, and that's your boy, I can't even say it, asthenosphere, okay, which is basically the upper thicker part of the mantle magma, and your lithosphere basically dives down back into it and melts. So if you're looking at this, the way this pattern actually works, it's very similar to the wind pattern that we have on Earth, as far as the flow. Okay, hotter areas rise up, colder areas will drop down. This kind of thing. So that's what I was trying to get through with this one here, and the rejuvenation. So the mid-Atlantic ridge. So if you assume that's right up top, dead center there, that kind of gives you the idea of what's happening there. Now, just above the Earth's surface, in the ocean, typically you've got probably a depth of about 100 kilometers or so. That's basically that harder rock material that's solidified and gone beyond being molten liquid. Once you get down below the lithosphere, you have what they refer to as the upper asthenosphere, which is also more of a, I wouldn't call it completely solid material, but it's already compacting. Okay, so it is a harder structure, and it is okay. Oh, just trying to read there. It's already forming into a harder structure. So anyway, everything keeps regenerating or renewing itself. And by the way, this picture is off a wiki. If anybody wants to find it, you can. And of course, you see the outer core and inner core. The inner core is pretty much solid. The outer core is still in the liquid state. And as the colors kind of depict the lighter yellowishy orange, that's hotter areas. Once it starts getting a little bit more towards the reds and the orange there, that's already cooling off somewhat. So that should give you a pretty good idea. Okay, I'm going to throw back onto one of the other scenes here so we can watch that, and hopefully this will be okay. And I got to take a drink because my throat is not good. Just make a short video of, that demonstrates quite nicely. Yeah, I don't have a lava lamp anymore. I used to have one. Okay, so I am going to throw on some of these fine diagrams that Rob has sent here, RLC, and we thank him very much for that. Why is this thing not working all of a sudden? Things that make you go, Or is my mouse not clicking? Well, that mouse is working down here. That works. It's not letting my button work. Oh, come on. I've killed my software. Oh. Okay, let's see if that'll work now. No, still not. Okay, something's gone wacko. Okay, so give me a second. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. Okay, I've got a feature here that's not working, but I cannot get it to function. Oh, there it goes. That's really weird that it didn't work. Okay, now I got it working. All right, guys. So if I'm on the right one, 5, 6, okay. Let me go to the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna throw these up here right now since we got raindrops happening. And Cyber Rich, who's rich? Smoking Joking, welcome. Hi Gary, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Cookstern, welcome. Who else? Kim is here. Did I miss others? Just make a short video. Yeah. Anyway, looking at the screen, you kind of see the outflow here. And I should have thrown that together with the other ones, but because I'm in such a hurry, I didn't do that. Here's your next flow or directions. Gives you a little bit better of an idea what's going on. Okay, so the light green area, I think, is that actually coverage already, or is that proposed coverage? I think that's actually coverage already. You still here, Rob, or did you leave? Okay, I think he might have stepped away for a minute. Anyway, there you can see the flow pattern, and let's see, I forgot to make that one a little bit bigger. And we'll push this next one live. And this is looking pretty cool. So I'm going to make that a little bigger on my screen so I can see what's going on here. So I'm not sure what the little numbers are. I can't tell what they are on my screen. So seismic events, okay, in the past 24 hours. So, okay, the green, I guess the red arrows are pointing to where they are. Okay, so, ooh, I see. Down in the south end there. So maybe that is very interesting. I wonder if there's something something gonna pop out of there soon. Yes, okay, so yeah, this is pretty awesome to see where the stuff is heading off to. Okay, so now we want to get into the other pictures here, and this is Bob's backside. So everybody who isn't supposed to look at a backside, close your eyes now. But everybody who wants to see Bob's backside, look. Here's Bob's backside. Now this is pretty awesome looking. You can actually see the volume of lava that has flowed out. And so our next step is going to be, it's going to have to drop down a whole bunch there. Oh, Bob, no. Okay, welcome, Bob. Oh, that's not your backside there, Bob. This is Bob's backside. So that looks pretty cool. That is really, really awesome. And I'm going to keep going here with the animation. So I'm going to throw this one in, and hopefully it'll start at the right spot here for me. So if I go live, okay, it'll run through, we'll let it run through a couple times here, then you can see how the increase has happened over the days. So I think you'll only find this here. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, this is, you know, progressive. You can see the dates as the flow increased, and this is just awesome to see how it's expanded. All right, so yeah, it is cool, man. Okay, so we'll run through that one again later. We want to look at something sad though. Now you've seen Bob's backside. Sorry, I got trough mumbles. I'm balking backwards. That's Bob's fault. Bob. You know, the nice thing about Bob is even if you turn his name around, if you're dyslexic, it's still Bob. Anyway, talking about something ending in weird things, but Bob, you got to look at flow. Flow is sad, and this is really, really a sad picture. So, guys, here's flow. Flow isn't flowing anymore. Flow looks like a couple of very sad little cauldrons of nothingness. These will become mini lakes in the near future. and possibly we could call this the um, glending glending hot springs once they fill with water. Yeah, that's poor flow. Flow isn't flowing so much anymore, and that's an aerial shot of flow. That's absolutely excellent. Thanks for sharing that with us, Rob. I really do like that. This is really cool. Okay, so um, on that friendly note, let's go back to our volcano for a bit, and I think I might be able to throw something on there. Okay, and I am going to take a few more minutes of a little bit of a break. See how many people in the channel. I didn't even get a chance to look at that yet, so 54 of you. That's great. Welcome everyone. For those who are new and don't know, I am DrFox2000, your host. I'm an amateur geologist as well as a prospector, usually going after gold, precious minerals, that kind of stuff, and do enjoy looking at fancy rocks and things that can make you money. Um, I have found some jade before, really good looking stuff, and things like that. Some ocean stone, which I'll have to get samples of that. It's kind of cool when you're looking at it. Um, all kinds of neat things when you're doing the stuff I do. Anyway, but that's as a hobby, right? So I'm going to take a few. Doc is an okay, all right. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to just take a few minutes and I will be back. I'm also going to look at that email that Rob just sent, and the uh, the imagery where I'm going to have to line everything up and get the rest of this all organized, and hopefully for tomorrow, or if things go well, we can do a little bit better with this to get things out. But I'll be back in a few minutes, so don't go away. If you are new and you haven't subscribed yet, you can always do that. Hit the like button, guys, if you're so inclined and you're liking what you're seeing and all that neat things. And I will be back, so don't go away. Okay, just to jump back in here, I don't think that came across right there. Okay, so Kim says, so I guess the rumor that there is a flow of lava coming out of the backside of Bob is dispelled. Okay, and Rob said no, it's the opposite. It's all spilling out now. So is there a direct path out of the back of Bob itself, or are we referring to the actual valley? Because it's definitely flowing out of the valley. But I'm thinking it's probably that we have a lot of flow. I just want to get back to that other picture here. This one. If it'll come up, it should. There. So, the lava, oh yeah, I can do that one as well. I was just going to bring this one up first and kind of go onto it and see if we can do anything with it here. Okay, go to single and okay, and source widget board. Okay, thick, and we'll make it yellow. All right, and so in right here is one of the areas. Of course, this flow is heading down here into the valley on the right hand side, and here you can actually see, so that's Bob with Junior right beside him there, and here we have a Rag, Nar, Sif, Hell, and Wolf. So as you can see, there in this particular shot there's smoke coming from all of them, and this area here is basically Bob Jr., if I'm not completely out of it. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to get rid of all that and just kind of do this. So here, this flow is going to seek the low point. So it's either going to pick this one or this one. Now here, to me, it looks like it's got a little bit of a crevasse or valley there that it could flow down. And I remember we were looking from the camera view, which was somewhere back in here. On the backside of that hill is our cam 2 view, or the back view. So, but if this starts flowing out this way, it's going to take a little bit of time to get over to the low point here, and then it'll go wee down the hill. Okay, so let's see if we can get the animation back on here. So, let's get rid of the scribbles. Okay, we'll get rid of the scribbles. There, you can actually see the animation of how the lava field has increased. And to me, this is just absolutely phenomenal. You can see where it's going and what it's done so far. So on there, if you watch it go through, and again, our potential outflow points are this way, right here, and then you've got this lower crevasse area, we might get some flow there, or this channel here. So it's going to get funneled down, or it might even take a path here and then end up going that way. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it should be okay. And of course the backside is fanning out. So this is pretty cool. So it's going to be just a matter of a day or two or three before we see, you know, this area here showing direction, which is cool. So actually I can make better circles than that now. I figured that out yesterday. If we clear it and we do this. Oh, look at my nice circle. I love it. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. We got one. Anyway, I figured out how to do that, guys. So, yeah, that nice square circle that I got there, that's the one that we got to really pay attention to. So, oh, too much fun. Anyway, I'll clear the whiteboard and then we'll go back to our Volcano. I think that's the backside screen here, if I'm right. So that looks pretty cool. I did have a couple other slides here that I wanted to show you, but because I've mucked things up, I had those ready from last night, and then I moved things around here this morning and I didn't get a chance to get back at it. So it's cool though. Very awesome as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so we'll get back to the and the front side really looks like you're somewhere you shouldn't be. You know, lava lamb, waiting for the guy with the horns to walk by, you know, and he's got that big long tail. Lane, welcome. Is Lithfer? I don't know if that's. Is this 4-day old data? No, this is not 4-day old data. This is live right now. Or are you referring to the diagram that we had going here? This is the flow pattern. And if you watch the dates, that's what it goes up to. Bottom left-hand side there is the dates of the flow. So that's where it's expanding. If that makes sense to you there. And we'll go back to the front side. Okay, and looks pretty awesome. Really, really awesome. The diagram, yeah, the flow diagram. That flow diagram was created today. So that's not 4 days old. RLC is the one who made it, and he did it today. The GIF file is it is a few days old. Showed the updated lava charts. Okay, show the updated lava charts. All right, we can throw those on. If I can find them real quick. So, oh, that's not the one I wanted. This one here. This is the seismic event one. And we'll get to the lava flow in a second. So the new little exciting spots to watch out for, and that little swarm down on the bottom end. And I believe that's the other lava flow. So this is current from today, from 9:20 p.m. So that's the latest and greatest updated one, I guess. And this was the one from a little bit earlier. So, whoop, wrong one. There, turn that one back off. Leave that one on. So, that's basically the new coverage. If that helps you out, I hope that does. And where are we here? We'll show Bob's backside again, if I can. There. I think that's a pretty neat picture. And as I said before, we can see the this Bob over here, okay, with Junior down on the bottom. And this will be Rag, Nar, Sif, Hell, and Ulf, and Flo way over here, all by itself. So that kind of helps you out there. I love see, yeah. Wolf is smoking. They're all smoking. Bad guys. Anyway, we'll throw it back onto the front scene here and see what it looks like. It's getting very hazy there. A lot of glow. Must be getting the smoke coming directly at the camera again. Because we didn't have that so much on the backside, and I'll throw it back on here for the backside. So that looks pretty cool from the back. Anyway, I'm going to take a few more minutes, guys. I will be back, and then we'll see if we can play with a few more files. Yeah, actually, Kim, he was. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. It's hard to juggle everything all at the same time here, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay, turn the microphone back on. And yes, guys, you know, by all means, if ever you have questions or know better than what we've got going on or try to help clarify, by all means, do speak up. We're not too proud to be corrected, if you know what I'm saying. It is a learning thing. Doing the streaming thing here is a learning thing. You know, it all really is. To do a faster paced stream, to prep yourself and things like that, you got to have all your ducks in a row. And unfortunately, because I was working so late, I couldn't get things set up and started. Anyway, for those who have joined us, I am DrFox2000, your host, and welcome to the day 33 of the Icelandic volcano eruption. And we're enjoying it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful evening there. There's another person, Matthew. Just want to say thanks for these streams. It's great to have some intelligent commentary and how you switch up the view with diagrams, etc. High five. Okay, well, I'd give you a high five, but I think I'd probably hit my microphone. You're very welcome, guys. And it really is, you know, thank you to Rob, RLC. He's done a fantastic job helping me out with this, and I really do appreciate it. I'd like to buy the man a beer, but he's too far away. I'll have to email him one or something. Anyway, we try to do what we can, you know. And like I say, if there is ever something that any of you have a question with, by all means, you know, don't feel bad if you have to ask. In science, if you just sit there and have the question in your head and you never ask it out loud, the old saying is it really a question? You know, it's a thought then. And we really do want to hear your input if you have some, or want to contribute, or just want to find out some more stuff. So a lot of things going on here. Anyway, trying to get myself reoriented here. I pushed my screen out of shape a little bit, and for some reason it's not behaving as well as it should. It's almost like it's stuck. Okay. Still can't move. There we go. Now it moved. All right. I unstucked it. We'll get this happening yet. Or is my computer just too busy? No, it shouldn't be too busy. There we go. And we'll get back into throwing some of these other files in. Let's see. Whiteboard, flow map. Okay. I'm hunting things, guys. I'm hunting things. Okay, there we go. So if we do a little bit of a peak comparison here, so I don't know if I want to show that one, or hang on here. How it's fanned out. Okay. We'll show Bob's backside again. Okay. And this is hey Freeman, thanks for stopping in. Yep, we're making it happen, one way or another, and it's actually fantastic to have all this going on. And I just wanted to bring up, you know, you look at this particular flow, the way it's come out, and here was the satellite image from when is this one from? From the 19th. Okay, so when you look at that, it's progressed a whole bunch when you go back to the newer picture, and we'll put that back live. Hello friends. Okay, Juliana, please, this is a volcano chat, not a religious ceremony, so I know you have good intentions, but we won't do that here, okay? Thank you. Anyway, getting back to what I was talking about earlier with the core, and where are we here? I had loaded up another image and I can't find the one I want. Darn thing. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to go back to this one for a second here to show what we were talking about yesterday, where you see the plume that's actually sitting underneath, about 400 kilometers down, roughly, that type of thing. And then if you look at the right-hand side, you kind of see the formation of the mid-Atlantic ridge. And I know that picture is a little bit squished, but you can kind of see what's going on there, where it's pushing up right up in the center. So it looks pretty cool that way. And when we look at the other core picture, okay, and here we're seeing basically what the globe looks like underneath there. So the very top layer where those arrows are, that's actually the rock carpet that we're on, or lithosphere, okay, and underneath that, so that part is pretty solid. Then you have your boy, that's hard to say with no front teeth, asthenosphere, which is basically molten magma, and now there is a smaller portion of that that's right underneath the lithosphere that's actually solid, okay. And as you see the edges diving down into the mantle, that's basically recycling and regenerating what was there, so you're not losing anything in this system other than heat. And we've got plenty of that heat coming from that core. So and again, it's similar patterns to this, as we also have the same type of wind patterns going around the planet, only we're looking like North Pole wouldn't be right where the thing is pulling apart. That's not the crack. So that's along the mid-Atlantic ridge as an example. So that's just kind of what I was trying to throw across there. And speaking of mid-Atlantic ridge, this is where it is running through Iceland, and it's right on a little bit of an elbow on the eastern side, and of course the Eurasian plate on the right-hand side and North American plate on the left-hand side. So the North American plate is actually moving northwest. Now, I'm not sure the actual direction of the Eurasian plate, if it's moving southeast or if it's just moving east. I don't know if anybody out there has that information. You may be able to tell me what it is. Will it eventually split Iceland? No. It's going to continuously keep pushing material up there because that's that weak point, and it's basically going to fill it up again and again and again. And Iceland is going to become a big continent. What did Freeman? Okay. It will not split, just get bigger on average a few centimeters per year. Yeah, that's exactly it. So anyway, if you're looking at this particular map, down on the left bottom corner, you see RR, and then the next one up is RVB, or I guess that's a Reykjavik volcano. I don't know if it's basin or basalts or what they depicted on this map, but anyway, that's right underneath the B is where our action is there, kind of between B and the line, or maybe even on the line. So you live in North Iceland. Okay, cool. I can talk about the Frugal volcano. Okay. At the moment, present. Well, if you have something, Juliana, and you want to throw it out there, by all means, we're all ears. We like volcanoes. So happy to listen to that if you want to throw that on there. And I'll put a picture back up here. Actually, I was going to look at the front for a second. And the front is really smoked out right now, so yeah, looks really smoked out. So we'll keep looking at the backside for now. It gives us a much clearer picture of what we got going on. And again, as we notice, so on the left-hand side of the screen, that's RAG. The next one that's also fairly bright is NAR. And then the one up on the hill just throwing out little bits, that's SIF, which is actually throwing out a whole bunch. It's built up a back wall similar to what Bob did. It's kind of throwing it all out the front. And the same scenario has happened with Hell, which is just on the right side of the screen. So it looks pretty awesome. Let's see what we can come up with here. I was going to switch things again, but the mouse is not letting me. Why is this? Oh, there. Now it's decided to. Something going on ever since I got the last Windows update. This thing has been acting funny, but oh, that's Windows for you. I should have got a Linux. Okay, get back to my screens here. And I can throw this one back up here just for a minute, and that'll help you orient yourself a little bit. And we're kind of looking, I don't know if we're looking directly north in this view or just slightly askew here, but that kind of gives you the general layout of where everything is. And of course our eruption area is Geldingedarlish, and I hope I said that right, guys. I know it's close, but probably not putting emphasis in the right places. Looks cool though. But I'm still looking for one that I pulled up earlier and I can't find it. So okay. Okay, I should put us back on a volcano. So I was going to show that footage again from earlier today, and I apologize for being a little slow with this. So here it goes. So that was, like I said, about 12:30 Iceland time, and that's what it looked like. So it wasn't doing too bad, but it's filled that valley up pretty good. So let's get back to the other back screen here. I live on the new Madrid fault line. We've got a lot of small quakes every day. Most unnoticeable, but once in a while a good one rattles our cages. Just no volcano. Well, yeah. Thankfully, there is no volcano, Daryl. That's pretty awesome. A 7.5 in California. Holy, that's pretty awesome there, Kim. Glad you made it through that. Bruised it. Oh. I'm just reading through. Bye, Doc, and everyone. Time for bed. Sue Hayes. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you popping by again. And glad you could spend a little time looking at things. Let's see. Good night from this flat land. Adria King, thank you for popping in. It's going to be a little bit more exciting and pre-planned tomorrow, I hope. Oh, it's been a long day for me. So, like I said, I got back here at 6:40 p.m., which is probably about 2 hours and 15 minutes longer than I should have worked, and it throws you for a loop if you trying to get everything going all at the same time, but it's great stuff. Okay, just looking at these things in the chat here. Was 4.1 was interesting since before the eruption there were many quakes. Then they stopped for the most part until yesterday. Okay, that is actually very interesting. That it's starting to rattle things, but there were a lot of small ones. Freeman, DrFox, the pic is looking directly north, almost towards Reykjavik. Okay, which is slightly off to the right-hand backside. Okay, to the northeast, or sorry, northwest, I should say. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of what I thought. It was. Wasn't sure if it was dead on, but if you say so. So at least that gives us a pretty good orientation of where we are or were, wherever I put it now. Huh, I had it. Oh. Okay, having a fun day here. So, yeah, there it is again. So, ooh, and that smoke is starting to come around to the back camera as well. So yeah, that's what. So we're looking straight north, and then I guess Reykjavik would be over on the left hand side, um, which is pretty cool. Okay, so top left hand side. Anyway, we'll get it back to the. I was gonna look at the front. Yeah, that's still pretty smoky too. So I wonder if that was just the kind of a buildup of pressure underneath there, Freeman, because as soon as it started, mind you, the flow rate was always that consistent 5 cubic meters per second. So whatever it was, obviously wasn't really pressed out of there, if you will. It was just a steady flow, and that seems to be what we're seeing here with the others vents now, is that they seem to be fairly consistent till they drop. So okay, so I just wanted to see what the backside. Yeah, backside's getting the smoke as well. So gonna take another little break here, guys. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll push it to the backside, and I will be back. Don't go away. Thanks. Okay, I'm back here. So I did find the other one that I was looking for earlier when I was showing you how the two basically, or the two plates basically are coming apart or splitting, and I will actually show that if I can. Ooh, I cut the other one off, so we'll put that one on there for a second, and I'm going to see if I can get the old widget working here, if this is gonna work for me. And get the widgets. Okay, right click, and we're going, and we're going to make thick lines, and we can make them in blue. Okay, let's see if that'll actually work now. Okay, so that's working. So up top here, this is where basically, if you can imagine Iceland being up here somewhere with its little mountains and hills and stuff, so this is where the lava is coming out. So it's spritzing out of those little vents there, right? So it's pretty cool that way. We'll get rid of that real quick. Now, the flow pattern, as I was saying, this is kind of just shows you how it was flowing, or you know, where your asthenosphere is basically dissolving the lithosphere, and away it goes. Okay, and yeah, I apologize. It's hard to say that without teeth. Anyway, wanted to show you the other one here, which is the cutaway, and we'll get rid of this one here. So that in the cutaway, it shows you a little better how it's depicted under the oceans. So, and unfortunately, I should have put a white background here because it has the titles on it, but we'll deal with that later. The thinner part of the lithosphere is probably about 100 kilometers thick. And then you see the slightly different tan area. So lithosphere is here. Now you see this other tanned area right in here. That's basically magma that's gotten fairly thick, and it's solidified to a degree, right? And then as the temperature increases as you go down, the more molten it gets. So what's happening though, in some places, like say in Africa, which is the area that, and some of the areas there have some of the thickest mantle plates, or sorry, lithosphere plates that you can find, and in some of those cases they're 500 or 600 kilometers down, if not more, right? So that it's really, really heavy material, and of course that changes the flow patterns underneath as the convection works through with the Earth rotating. So anyway, I just figured I'd throw this in real quick, and I'll try to put this on a white background for next time. Should be kind of cool. And here's our back view right now, and again, we're getting the smoke coming around into this direction, which is really kind of throwing us for a loop. But we can still see the one on the, maybe I can draw on there. That one there is a rag, okay, and you got Nar over here. And this is the little bit of bob, I think, on this side here. It's probably the stuff flowing out of bob, so we're not sure. And then of course over here, the ones that you can't see would be Sif and Hell, somewhere around here, if I'm close. But anyway, are you? No, I'm an amateur geologist, Freeman. I just like mucking around with the stuff. And I learned a lot of it when I started going out prospecting, looking for gold, okay? And I started finding other things. And of course, being the nerdy kind of guy I am, you know, you keep on digging at these things to try to get more and more and more information. So it helps out, and I'm hoping in this kind of a scenario here that we've got, that not only I learn, but everyone else learns along with us, right? So, you know, it is very interesting. I mean, who doesn't like looking at a lava pool? You know, I'd really like to see how, you know, when they push someone in. No, I'm kidding. You don't want to push anybody in there. That'd be pretty mean. We're not watching the Terminator, right? As they put him down in the exoskeleton into the lava pit, or the molten iron. This live video keeps getting worse since the lava spread. They are having to keep moving the cameras further away. Yes, and I understand that, and it's unfortunate, but that's kind of part of it. And this was something I was mentioning way back when already, you know, that it's going to happen. They're going to have to move the cameras. And of course, we already know what happened to the one camera, well, the stand anyway, and the cabling and everything that got molten, and is now a permanent fossil in the fossil records, buried in Iceland, right? Iceland volcano is the first Krakatoa. I don't know if it. No, it wouldn't be the first one. They're like, volcanoes have been around for eons, so I'm sure things have happened time and time and time again, Juliana. This would definitely, you know, like, I mean, the super volcanoes of the past. If you go back in geology history, and you look at that time period, you know, when everybody talks about, oh, the dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago. Problem is with that, it's about, I think it's 67 million years ago. That's right. I'm going 2 million. So 67 million years before, like a couple million years before the dinosaurs went extinct, things had changed already. And there were a lot of massive volcanoes that did a lot of damage and changed the life forms on the planet. And it was just prior to the actual asteroid hitting in the Yucatan Peninsula there. You know, before that, a lot of the dinosaurs were already dead. And that's something that's a little bit kind of a weird thing, but they were already dying off because there was less food. So there was more food and fauna before that, when they didn't have so many volcanoes. But we had apparently some big volcanoes that caused some of that extinction beforehand already, and had changed the climate into a hotter climate. So that's going back, you know, between 67 to 65 million years ago. But I don't want to talk about that far back right now. Let's get back to this volcano. Okay. Yeah, if we can keep it in English, please, guys, that would be nice. Thank you. Uh, okay, we had a big one in 1783 that probably caused famine in France and Europe. Okay, that led up to the French. Yes, and yes, that one, Freeman, that was very true. That did cause issues, and when we went back in the history books, we could actually see that, and that actually propagated for probably, I don't know, I'd say almost 30, 40 years before things started really picking back up again. And there was a point in time from, I think it was from about 1600, 15, somewhere near actually it's the end of 1600s, that there were some other volcanoes that went. I'll have to look that up for tomorrow's stream. And some of those that had already done that, there was a time when the Earth actually had a little bit of a cool down, right? And because of the amount of volcanic activity that we had all of a sudden. And like seriously, lately, the last 20, 30 years, we've really been in what we'd almost call a null of volcanic activity. Very, very little around the Earth. So seeing a little bit more action with, Etna and La Soufriere and this here in Iceland, it's kind of coming up. The mini ice age, year without summer in the American colonies. Yes, that's right, Fortis. Um, and that did happen. That was a rough time for a lot of those people, you know. If it wasn't for the fact that there was a fair amount of game and things like that still over there, they wouldn't have made it. Anyway, I'll be right back in about a minute. Okay, I said about a minute, but I am back. Okay, Jeffrey Anderson. This is a land builder, not an ash blower. That's exactly it. The amount of off gassing is a minimal situation in this case, and we don't have any huge pyroclastic clouds blowing out and throwing everything into the atmosphere. Um, okay, so that one back in 1783, yeah, that would have done in a lot of people, a lot of people. Um, and I'm sure like back then, not everybody was counting, but I'm sure they lost many all over the place, worldwide, really. Due to the amount of winter that was produced. So, um, even like one big massive volcano like that. Just think if we had 10 of them go off all at the same time, you'd be in winter for a couple of years, and as far as humanity, well, he would have a little bit of a problem, I think. Anyway, I'm going to throw back on the front screen here and see what we can see. Oh, yeah. As the clouds and the raindrops move by, it's this looks like a real inferno, you know, like seriously, it's just awesome. Greenland was warmer when the Vikings were there, and gets cold, cooler, unless it was a different place I'm thinking of. I think the Vikings were in Greenland a long time ago, 700 or whatever, AD. What was it, 790 something? Is when they first thought they made it into northern, or sorry, somewhere in Labrador of Canada. So 793 or something like that. 1883 eruption of Krakatoa caused a long winter with famines across the world as well. So, and again, those are single individual volcanoes with very large output. So what would happen if all of a sudden you have 5 or 10 of these things go off at once? You know, we would really have a big problem very quickly. And I hate to say it, but majority of society is typically 9 meals from anarchy, and we'll discuss that one later. So it's one of those things. Anyway, looking at this one though, I'm very happy that it's been dubbed a tourist volcano, and it's erupting in a reasonable manner that we get to actually observe it and grow with it. So it is really, really cool. Now guys, I don't mean to up and run and be short today, but with the late start, that means there's a whole bunch of things that I have not gotten at. You know, things like eating, supper, important things. Taking care of bunnies, important. So all of it is things that I have to deal with yet. Yeah, that's what some of the Icelandic people were referring to it as. It's because of it was attracting so many people. You know, and when you have something that you can actually walk up to and take a sample, that kind of thing, it's always kind of neat, right? And it attracts tourists. But you also have to have people watching out for those tourists. And speaking of those tourists, I do have, oh, I closed it already. I guess I'm not going to put it up there tonight. But I do have a link for you guys for the search and rescue if anyone wants to help out. Apparently they don't get paid. So if you want to do some donations to them, I'll see if I can get that link up. Give me a sec. And that'll help these guys out a little bit. If I can get to it. I think this is the one. Yeah. So if you want to help these guys out in you know, some kind of a form, you can certainly do that. Here's the oh, hang on. Oh, can't even spell search and rescue right now. Search and rescue. So if you want to do any help them out a little bit, you can have a boo there, and you can support those guys. Also, I do have to mention that the stream that we're watching is the ruv.is public feed, as well as the backside is the our mbl.is live stream. So those are the ones that have that there, and you know, just so you guys know, that's what we're actually watching, and they're pretty good with getting their views, and I'm really thankful that they're on doing their thing. Have a good day, night, everyone. Thanks, Doc, for all you do. Also, Rick, and your work. Oh, you mean Rob? Or is it Rob? Yeah, it's RLC is Rob, but he's doing a really super job, and it's just fantastic what he's done. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna basically wrap it up here, so need to get at those other things. I thank you all for popping in, and we're gonna shoot for 5 p.m. tomorrow night, Mountain Daylight Time, or 2300 GMT. If I can, if I don't get interrupted by extra work. And unfortunately I had to go there, so couldn't get out of it. So that obviously has priorities over running streams. Did you see the 3D map on sketchfab or fab.com? No, I did not. Is wedding in the 14th century? Okay. I'm just trying to keep up with what's going on here. 13th. Okay. All cool. Okay, so I'm going to put my little end screen thingy on there saying thank you for viewing, everyone. And if that will pop up. And there we go. And I will say thank you very much, everyone. If you haven't hit that like yet, you like what you've seen, by all means, please do hit it. If you want to see more of this, we should be back on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, or 2300 GMT. And thank you, everyone, for coming. All have a good night, and take care. We'll see you guys tomorrow.